Motherfuckers be gay in Hollywood, you never fucking expected. They be having these big ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I've been holding a lot of shit in lately.
I came in this business saying I was going to expose them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TGJ, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all.
Now, it was this documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to go there, with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
Because you listen, 7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, did you hire somebody to kill Pac? But no, you do it like a journalist.
Yeah, no, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying? It's nonsense.
Which we never believed, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Investigators have found several weapons inside his homes. Several. They also have found videos.
Because P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no.
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying?
Puffy will soon be joining R. Kelly behind bars, and I can say the man has worked so hard to deserve this move. He has done everything possible to go behind bars for life. I'm glad they will soon grant his wish. Puffy Daddy, Sean Diddy Combs, P. Diddy, or whatever his name is, thought he owned the world. He thought he was untouchable, a savage as he claimed in one of the videos circulating on the internet.
Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
He thought he could do or get whatever he wanted at any time and get away with it, but karma has caught up. This just proved Katt Williams never lied. This man told us 2024 will be wild, and we are already in the dancing phase. The most troubling aspect of Sean Diddy Combs is the series of recent lawsuits and allegations that have surfaced against him. These allegations include graphic claims of sexual assault, physical abuse, and even accusations of trafficking individuals for sex. The lawsuits paint a disturbing picture of Combs using his influence and power to victimize others, including coercing them into engaging in sexual activities with other individuals. The severity and nature of these allegations have brought significant public attention to Combs' alleged misconduct and have led to federal investigations into sex trafficking claims linked to properties associated with him. When Katt Williams said you have to tell Diddy no, a lot of people never took it seriously. This guy is evil to say the least. What makes him more dangerous is the fact that he has been protected by powerful people who run major systems. But despite all the support, he is going down because the authority has enough evidence to take him down. In addition to the recent lawsuits, Combs has a history of controversies dating back to the 1990s and early 2000s. These controversies include incidents such as the CCNY tragedy in 1991, where inadequate security at an event he co-promoted led to fatalities, the Jake Robles shooting in 1995, involving violence between his camp and Death Row Records associates, the attack on Steve Stout in 1998 over a music video dispute, and the Club New York shooting in 1999, where his signee Shine was involved in a shooting incident. Even if he survives this, Keith D will come through and finish him for not fulfilling his promise back in the 90s.
You could say anything to Puffy after everything you did for him. What would you say to him?
I'm still here, bruh. Still waiting.
A lot of you don't know about this because it's been hidden. All this is fake. Everything's been hidden. Everything that you know is a lie.
I swear we'll repay you. I've been waiting on that repay for a long time, bruh. Gene, you don't even say, man, goddamn, he saved your ass a gang of times. Didn't he say that?
Yeah, I think I recall him saying that, yeah.
Yeah, he should give Keefy some.
It's quite funny that many people hated Katt Williams when he exposed Hollywood. They called him a bitter and jealous person, yet he keeps on proving them wrong each day that passes by. Hate him however you want, but the prophet never lied.
About the black man putting on a dress conversation.
That conversation to me it's silly because it's a negative thing that is only in black people.
Whatever happened to integrity, man, huh? How many brothers gotta wear a motherfucking dress?
Then you say things like, yo, we gotta protect Katt at all costs. Protect him at all costs. Did he cure cancer? Did he cure AIDS? Did he end racism? Turn the fucking volume down. Protect Katt at all costs. Knock it off.
Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on.
Definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross.
And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh.
It's all about choice. You know, nobody makes you do anything.
Right.
Nobody says this is what you got to do. This is the only way that you're going to do it.
But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay.
Marlon Wayans and Aries Spears are some of the Hollywood puppets who are trying so hard to make this issue of black men wearing dresses irrelevant. These people are so mad at Katt Williams because he's made them feel uncomfortable doing demonic things. Trust me, now whenever that moment of wearing a dress comes, they will think twice about it because they know what people will say about them. They are so mad that Katt Williams is bold enough to talk about it and tell people that it's not okay for men to wear dresses and that many of these celebrities wear dresses because of money. Why do you think Steve Harvey is warning us to be careful about listening to people like Katt Williams?
Be careful when you hear something that's laid out to be the truth, and because the person that's telling you what they say is true is speaking eloquently, don't be deceived by that. There are some people who know how to lie so well. They know how to sprinkle in just enough truth and wrap it inside their lies where they got you thinking that somebody telling the truth. You can't be righteous and negative at the same time.
He knows he is speaking facts and there is a good chance we will listen to him and know the truth. Before that happens, they want to plant doubt in us so that we shouldn't rate anything that is being said by Katt Williams and other people who speak the truth. I will be honest with y'all, I had so much respect for Marlon Wayans and Aries Spears. I have watched many of Marlon Wayans' movies and I like the guy, but his stance on this issue has left me looking at him in a different way. Why would a full-grown man think wearing a dress is cool? At what stage did this become normal? Maybe I missed something along the way. Aries Spears is mad because people are saying we should protect Katt Williams at all costs. His argument is that Katt Williams hasn't done anything heroic to deserve such. To be honest, this man sounds bitter and jealous. No man has ever received this much love and attention like Katt Williams. The number of views on Katt Williams' videos is crazy. That just shows how much he is loved and respected, despite the elites trying so hard to make him irrelevant by labeling him a drug addict and crazy. Marlon Wayans says this conversation about men wearing dresses is silly and stupid because it's a negative thing only for black people. This guy thinks we've been programmed to look down on ourselves instead of embracing our past.
About the black man putting on a dress conversation.
You talking to a black man that put on a dress?
Mm-hmm.
That conversation to me it's silly because it's a negative thing that is only in black people. We have, for some reason, been programmed to look down on the craziest parts about our experience, that we're supposed to not embrace our past, not embrace our history, not embrace our heroes, not embrace our different levels of comedy, that we have to be this way. When Robin Williams puts on a dress and is Mrs. Doubtfire, he gets nominated for an Oscar and white people think it's brilliant. His community embraces him. When Dustin Hoffman puts on a dress in Tootsie and he wins an Oscar, he's labeled brilliant. When black people put on dresses,
My question is, which part of our past involved men wearing dresses? I don't really understand this guy. His argument is silly and out of line. Our history and our past have nothing to do with men wearing dresses. We can celebrate our heroes in whatever way we want, but not by wearing dresses. One thing many of these people fail to say is that they get paid a lot of money for doing that. Kevin Hart himself said he would not wear a dress because it was not in line with his integrity. What did we see next? He was wearing one. But then you have to ask yourself this question: what changed that made him wear a dress and now think it's cool? He's saying no one forced him. Yeah, that might be the case, but money did. The love of money and fame forced him to do it. The elites put offers on the table, and those who are willing to sell their souls pick them up. It's as simple as that, and no one should tell us otherwise. I will let you listen to Aries' rant, but before that, I need you to understand that no man who is irrelevant or tells lies gets attention. The only reason why everyone came out of their closets to respond to Katt Williams is because he said the truth, and that's a fact.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Aries Spears here. You know, a lot of people have been asking me on the Instagram about my thoughts on the Katt Williams situation, and he did mention me, which was a head scratcher because I don't know what I did to him. And I was going to save this for my podcast, but I might as well kind of get into it now. And basically, I'm going to repeat the same thing on my podcast. And, again, people ask me what I thought about it. And I'm going to say this. I think it's sad. It saddens me to know that my people, the people I love, black people, as well as everybody else, but my people come first, black people, we love drama. We love drama. We stew in it. We love it so much that we allow it to be detrimental to the progress of us and the culture. We absolutely love it. Because I'm asking myself, why did he do something that was both unnecessary and absolutely pointless? And in reading the comments, I could tell we love drama by the shit we say, protect Katt at all costs. We gotta protect Katt. He the GOAT. He the GOAT. And I want to address both those things. All right, number one, the GOAT thing is a useless title. Every comedian, every entertainer, every performer is the GOAT to their fan base. Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer are the GOATs to their fan base. Wanda Sykes, everybody he called out, Ricky Smiley, Kevin Hart, Chris Tucker, they're all GOATs to their fan base. I get called a GOAT and a legend all the time. If you think I'm tooting my own horn, look at my comedy clips. Go through the comments. Aries, you a GOAT. You a legend. While that's flattering, it's a useless title. There can only be one GOAT, and his name was Richard fucking Pryor. I remember one of my favorite things to watch was the 30 for 30 with Shaq on ESPN when he was playing for the Orlando Magic. And in his younger days, he goes, when people would ask me whose team is it, when you're in your 20s, you care about shit like that. I had to let people know it was my team. But as I got older, I realized that's a useless title because the ultimate goal was to win a championship. So as far as y'all saying who the GOAT is, Katt is your GOAT. I understand that. But that's a useless title. Then you say things like, we got to protect Katt at all costs. Protect him at all costs. Did he cure cancer? Did he cure AIDS? Did he end racism? Did he figure out black poverty? Turn the fucking volume down. Protect Katt at all costs. Knock it off. Keep it in perspective. This is a news cycle. That's all this is. It's a news cycle. This ain't curing cancer. This ain't nothing to protect nobody about. Oh, he shook up Hollywood. He exposed Hollywood. Ooh, he told the truth. Again, to me, this is pointless. What did he do? What did he change? He didn't change anything. Steve Harvey is still going to be Steve Harvey. The success, the fame, the money, the momentum, the adulation, the respect, the adoration from the fans is still going to all be there. Same thing with Cedric. Same thing with Chris Tucker. Same thing with Ludacris. Same thing with Wanda Sykes. Same thing with me. Same thing with Ricky Smiley. Everybody that he named will still go on. Nothing has changed. All right? This wasn't life or world changing. It's a news cycle. And it's funny because this is why I say social media is both a blessing and a curse and dangerous. This phone, this device gives everybody a platform. Everybody gets to be heard, which is power. And everybody don't deserve power. I'm reading some of the comments about Kevin, and I'm reading stupid shit like, oh man, Kevin's fan base is turning on him now. Katt done made it so his fan base is turning on him now. Kevin ain't never been funny. He ain't funnier than Katt. Well, first of all of that is subjective. Secondly, the people are saying that Kevin ain't funny or he ain't funnier than Katt were never Kevin Hart fans to begin with. Don't get it twisted. Kevin Hart is a global phenomenon. He's globally famous. He can go anywhere in the world and sell out a whole arena or stadium by himself. The box office movie receipts don't lie. The tickets, the receipts at the ticket gate that you go through when you go to the arena sold out, don't lie. So for all these people that think that Katt has turned the world on its axis about Kevin, knock it off. Turn the volume down. Kevin is just fine. And again, those people saying that negative shit about Kevin were never fans to begin with. But you let people tell it, average Joes who now have power because of the phone and the platform. Oh, we must, Katt exposed the Illuminati. We must stop giving our money to these devil worshippers. We must take our power back. What power? You're not that serious. You're not that important. Stay in your lane. And last but not least, here's this. While we're all focusing so hardly on what Katt did, which again, I think was unnecessary and pointless, there's a young, beautiful black actress who we all know and love, who recently has been all over social media, literally in tears, because she's not getting the money that her white female counterparts get. Taraji B. Henson. So while we're all focusing on the Katt Williams hype drama news cycle, there's that. So my point is this. Instead of Katt using his platform and his mouthpiece and his power and his influence for drama and a news cycle that's going to be gone when the next hot news cycle comes along, why don't we use our powers and our platform to figure out how we as a community in Black Hollywood can come together and amass our own wealth, build our own empire, be like Jeffrey Katzenberg, Michael Eisenberg, and Steven Spielberg. I know I'm fucking one of their names up, but form our own DreamWorks. Tyler Perry is cool, but that's all we got. Why don't we figure out how to make it so that we don't have to come to them hat in hand and wait for them to feed us? And then once we make the money that we need to make building our own empire, funnel that money back into our communities and our ghettos and our neighborhoods and our streets so that we could build back up before the Tulsa, Oklahoma City massacre and have our own shit and be well-to-do. Wouldn't that be a better use of one's power and one's influence and one's mouthpiece than to create a news cycle? Because all Katt did was do what we as kids would do on the playground in elementary school or middle school. It was like a rap battle or a roast session. Katt said what he said, and my people, black people who I love, who love drama, got a chance to go, oh, did you hear what he said? Oh, he shook up the game. He exposed Hollywood to Illuminati. Oh, that's all he did. And black people, y'all live for that. Y'all live for that drama. We focused on that when we should be focused on how do we form like the Avengers and really take this motherfucker over. Because we know what we do when we come together and we get our heads right. Let that be the focus and not a temporary news cycle. And you know, I want to add this little tidbit because I know there will be people that will say in the comments, well, you know, what about you, Aries? You've been on social media and have blasted people and have said things before. And it's like, you know what? I have. And there are some things that I've said that I obviously regret. And then there are other things that I've said that I may not necessarily regret. But at the end of the day, I got to grow up. It's about growth. I'm tired of being a 48-year-old, 15-year-old. I got to grow up. And the last thing is this. You know, I know there are people, and this is what I mean when I say we love drama. There will be people in the comments that will say shit like, man, y'all don't want that smoke. All of the comedians he talked about are all running like roaches with the lights on. They don't want that smoke. First of all, listen, man, we're all professional comedians, which is to say we're all professional shit talkers. We all come from the same streets, whether it's the streets of Detroit, streets of Chicago, LA, DC, Philly, New York, Atlanta, Birmingham. We all come from the same streets called struggle, poverty, humble beginnings. And in order for you to overcome that, you got to be fearless in your heart. Ain't nobody scared of Katt Williams. Ain't nobody scared. Ain't nobody worried about smoke. I'm just saying, let's use our powers for the greater good. I'm here for the smoke. DM me for the link to the Spears and Steinberg podcast. Also, go to our YouTube channel on YouTube under Spearsburg Pod. Hit like and subscribe. There it is, man. It's your boy, Aries Spears, man. We're going to be talking about this on the podcast. Love y'all.